Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Today I got more body cam footage for y'all. This is coming from Explore With Us, a body cam YouTube channel. You guys make sure you check them out. The link to their channel will be in the description box below. Let's get into the video, all right?
Very, very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers, and they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed them before, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy.
I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike.
So either he is who he says he is, and he's not have ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Nightmare becomes reality at a Reno, Nevada casino when AI facial recognition technology misidentifies someone, leading to a wrongful arrest and lands an innocent man behind bars.
What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On September 17, 2023, the Peppermill Casino calls the Reno Police Department to report that a trespasser has unlawfully returned to the casino. They report that they have the man in custody, but he's claiming to go by an entirely different name than the man they've previously trespassed. Officer Richard Jagger arrives at the casino at 5:48 a.m.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, thank God you're here.
The man declaring his relief at the sight of the officer is 40-year-old Jason Killinger, who is accused of trespassing at the Peppermill Casino.
So what's going on?
So we got this suspicious alert, prior trespasser,
Okay.
and we made contact and arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
What does my
so
name
we're just
say
trying
on that
to
ID?
get you guys to make a final call if it's with him or not.
So what's the issue, you guys? Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
Just those effects right there, and that's it.
Me out of these stuff.
1 second, pal.
But no other forms of identification. Things in his pocket.
You guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No. We ran it through ours. Comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things, you guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like...
Officer, what's your name?
1 second, man.
A few months earlier, a man named Michael had been trespassed from the casino for sleeping on the premises.
Alright, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for
Okay.
UPS. Can you please, you got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're gonna sit there for a minute, man. So, when he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So in that report there's an ID on there as well, and we can show you that one.
Okay.
Jason, a long combination vehicle driver, had been playing craps until about 3 a.m. when he decided to leave the Peppermill and go to the Atlantis casino. On his way out, he stopped at a blackjack machine and started playing. There, he was approached by a security guard who addressed him as Mike. When Jason clarified that he was not Mike and presented the guard with his driver's license, the guard apologized and walked away. However, as Jason attempted to leave, he was surrounded by security guards and handcuffed. He was told that he was under arrest for trespassing.
See, hold on. Let me take off my shades, my Oakleys, so y'all can see my face. This is where it gets illegal. When the man said that he wasn't Mike and his name was Jason, and he presented his ID, his government official ID that he got from the DMV, that should have been the end of this. There's no way he should have been arrested or detained by security. This is the problem with AI. We are getting so comfortable with trusting these robots. We're getting so comfortable with trusting these algorithms and these programs that we look at an ID and we say, "Oh no, that's not you." But look what the robot said. And people don't understand that AI isn't 100%. I don't even know if AI will ever be 100%. Robots make mistakes too, just like people. And the fact that we're putting so much trust into AI is concerning, bro. It's concerning.
My shoulder's killing me.
So that's the ID that he presented. I'll be.
Look at the nose.
Yeah. Huh. Weird. Very weird. Right, let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names.
The casino's AI facial recognition software positively identified Jason as Michael, the man they had trespassed.
Let me step out this way I get better reception.
Yeah. The only thing that was weird is to go out and, lift him up and see how tall he is.
Yeah.
It's on this. That says he's 5'9", and that says 6'1".
Yeah.
This isn't the only difference between Michael and Jason's IDs. Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes, which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting."
And the pictures are very, the nose.
So, right, and then we have our new system, our new facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that it's looking at it, and it's doing that. And then there was another one that came up when he was at the RTRK, which is one of our better cameras. This was right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, "That's him," and it came up
100%. Okay.
Oh yeah, so just because the AI, your AI program, which has algorithms built into it, just because it says it's 99.9%, that means it's just true. Bro, y'all would think that AI is God or something. You would think God invented AI himself and said, "Yes, just trust me. Trust me, bro." No, we are putting too much faith into these AI. Like, artificial intelligence is not 100%. It's just not. And these people, the casino should be sued for this. The police is just trying to do their job. They're investigating. All right, the casino needs to be sued. 100%.
Yeah. So the software's saying it, that it's legit.
Right. And it's
so
it's pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now.
But how do you know
Even
that?
if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100%
Right.
on the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
But
I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart.
Right.
So
The other thing that kind of made us feel suspicious, or us managers, was right after our officers made contact and they saw the ID that he's presenting today, and they're like, "Okay, it's not the same guy." He immediately gets up and starts cashing out, like running for the door. I'm like, okay, if it really wasn't him, why is he running for the door?
Why is he getting ready to leave?
Jason would later explain that earlier that night he'd played at the Legends Bay Casino, the
What?
Nugget Casino, and the El Dorado Casino before arriving at the Peppermill around 11:30 p.m. He claimed that each time he was up $200, he would move on to a new casino, and just before his arrest, he had made $200. He also estimated that prior to the 16th, he had gambled hundreds of times at the Peppermill without incident. After speaking with the Peppermill employee, Officer Jagger calls to check the police records.
What's going on?
I have a precarious situation. I'm trying to positively identify somebody who may be using a fake ID. So I've got two names, two Nevada driver's license numbers and all that. If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as?
Yep.
Huh. That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is...
But yeah, they're CA 83, 78, yeah.
That's super weird. So I have a feeling these are both the same guy, but he has different IDs. That's crazy. Because their software here, they have this facial recognition software here at the Peppermill, and he came back as a 100% match for the character who was previously trespassed.
Yeah,
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something, but I mean, if you're pulling them up, then they're legitimate.
Yeah, they're both through the DMV at least. He's somehow able to get them.
With this discovery that both Michael and Jason's IDs are legitimate, Officer Jagger calls his supervisor, once again explaining that the Peppermill's AI technology came back with a 100% match that
Look how much fake. Guys, he literally called another police officer that was at the office to confirm, hey, I need you to look their DMV records up. Here's the driver's license plate number, and here is their ID. He confirmed that it matched, like their licenses and stuff, their registration. It's legit. That should be the end of this. But then again, we are putting so much faith in this AI program that said, oh, it's a 99.9% match. These are the same people. Do you know how much power this gives the people that make these AI programs? These developers? These developers can literally frame people and have them go to jail for a crime that they never did. That's how scary this is. The law enforcement is now putting more faith into AI than the actual factual records. That's insane. This man should sue them. He might as well have to sue the police department too, bro. If he gets charged with anything here, if he gets charged with trespassing and has something on his record, he needs to sue the casino. He needs to sue the creators of this AI program. He needs to sue the police department as well. Because this is insane.
Jason and Michael are the same person.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now. I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not actually ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious.
Pretty cool.
Two, I just have a feeling somehow maybe he's got a hookup with the DMV where he's got two different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles with different names and dates of birth.
Sir. Let me zoom in. So y'all can see my face. Sir, did you just say that this man is some type of FBI agent that has two different identities and he has a hookup with the DMV where he can have two legit driver's licenses with two different names, two different addresses, different height, different weight? Do you know how much of an absurd claim that is? Do you know how not only illegal that is, but do you know how stupid that sounds? Is this? It's like society's getting dumber. The more advanced technology gets, the more we rely on technology, the dumber and more illogical that people get. We just lose common sense. Bro, that doesn't make any sense. Do you know the probabilities of a regular human citizen that doesn't work for a government agency to have two different IDs? Brother, what are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing?
So, I guess I'll arrest him on that, and then just list him as a John Doe, and then
I guess I'll
for a wins check. Alrighty, well that solves that.
Nah, bro, this is crazy.
So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we filled out.
This is insane.
And
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
statement already done. Easy peasy. So right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird. Because essentially, it looks like you have two names. I don't know, man. So I can't identify you.
No way.
Fortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Officer Jagger collects Jason's things, which includes his
No
driver's
way.
license, a Peppermill player's card in the name Jason Killinger, and a debit card from his credit union in the name of Jason Killinger.
If you can't be cited, then you are arrested. So
I'm arrested?
yep, I'm
I'm
going to
jail?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a joker, man. So you'll be arrested and you'll get fingerprinted up at the jail, and then they'll be able to discern your identity and what the mix-up is with this stuff. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar and enough. Their fancy AI technology that
Can't figure
reads
it out?
faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because, you know, a reasonable and prudent person would, based off the software, based off the pictures, based off of even your driver's license picture, make the reasonable conclusion that all three are the same person, just two different IDs with two different
Can you
names.
look at the back of the IDs? Because
You do not have probable cause to put this man under arrest because a AI, artificial intelligence software, said, "Oh, yeah, these two people, yeah, they're the same people. Just believe it." If that's the case, I can go make my own AI software right now, and get pay a bunch of people to say, "Oh, this is the best AI software ever," and then just get it put into all the casinos, police departments, anywhere where there needs to be like high security, and then just get a bunch of people framed for arrest. Because I'll just have all my AI technology, all the algorithms. I'll just have them do false facial recognition and just get a bunch of innocent people arrested. This is ridiculous. Could you imagine literally getting off of work? This man works at UPS. He's a hard-working citizen, blue collar. You go to the casino, try to make some money, gamble, whatever, have fun. This might be his hobby, and then you get arrested at the end of the night. Because the casino thinks you're a man that's been trespassing, that's been doing illegal stuff, and you're innocent. This man is innocent. And then you give them your ID, so you think, oh, it's gonna be fine. They're gonna look me up in the DMV records, blah blah blah. The police are gonna do their investigation, then they're gonna let me go. And then the police says, well, since I can't probably identify you, and because the AI said it's a 100% match, that means I have to believe the AI because the software is never wrong. The robot's never wrong. This is idiotic. This is insane. This is where our oh my god, this is where our society's heading to. Where we believe AI more than we believe cold hard facts, records. This is insane.
I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
his a CDL?
So that's the thing is it's either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff.
What?
And unfortunately, you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does. So.
Jason's ID is a Nevada
Wow.
Real ID driver's license. In order to obtain a Nevada Real ID driver's license, a person must present themselves at the DMV with proof of identity such as a birth certificate or a current U.S. passport or U.S.
Exactly.
passport card, a social security card, and 2 documents proving Nevada residence.
I can't believe I'm going for this.
Literally, real ID. This is what stops people from getting identity fraud, like their identity stolen. I have a real ID. It's being implemented everywhere. How many states have we got? I don't even know. Was it 50 states? I don't know. My brain is so like conjumbled right now because I can't believe what I'm witnessing, bro. I literally cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I can't even think straight right now. Real ID literally stops you from getting scammed. It stops you from having your identity stolen because you have to present actual factual documents. So security card, birth certificate, proof of residency. This stops all of that scammery, all of that BS from going on. So How can you believe, after knowing all that information, how can you believe that this AI computer, this software that was, guess what, created by a human, is 100% correct? It's stupid.
All I want to do is play some goddamn dice and make some money.
Yeah.
If I got a check stub from my work,
Check stub?
yeah, would that prove it to you guys?
Honestly, man,
No.
the only way is, can you get your fingerprint?
Later, Jason would reveal that along with a check stub in his vehicle, he also had a current vehicle registration for his car in his name, a Department of Transportation medical card, a Teamsters Local 533 union card, and a valid vehicle insurance card, all in his name. Officer Jagger's police report would later state that, quote, due to John Doe having conflicting identification, he lacked satisfactory evidence to reasonably assure me that he was who he claimed to be.
What? Oh, that's bullcrap.
Yeah, it's one of those,
That's
like I
bullcrap.
said, man, if it turns out that it's not you, it's one of those ones you can call the director and be like, hey, man, your software is made it a critical error.
This is what my tax dollars are paying for?
It's not built for comfort.
Dude.
It's not built for comfort,
This
pal.
is disgusting, bro.
Very sorry.
Before he leaves, another officer arrives at the casino, and Officer Jagger takes the opportunity to once again explain the situation.
It's super weird. This poor guy might be like legitimately somebody else, and something else. I don't know. It's weird call.
Soon, Officer Jagger begins the drive to the Washoe County Detention Facility.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to think because usually those systems are pretty good. Like
Right.
we've used those systems in the past to catch homicide suspects.
Sure.
So like they're fairly reliable. So if it comes back, you know, one angle on your face, it was 99%. The other one was 100%.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it's like it says that you're that guy.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah. You seem like a stand-up guy, and it's probably a really terrible case of mistaken identity.
And guess what? It is the terrible case of mistaken identity. And guess what? You look like an idiot. And millions of people, because this video already has 1 million views, and I'm pretty sure it might get to the tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions, are going to see how incompetent your police department is and how incompetent you are as a police officer. This is ridiculous. This is inhumane. And the fact that you guys are putting so much trust into these AI softwares that are created by people, which also can be manipulated because they all go by algorithms, is ridiculous. You already looked him up in the DMV system. You looked him up in the system. Everything came back legit. The fact that you even said that this man has the capability to manipulate a DMV government official employee to give him 2 separate identities with 2 different names and 2 different addresses is not only absurd, but it is idiotic. It's stupid. That is virtually impossible. Literally and physically.
I've never been arrested. Never. Not once. What the good is the ID then?
Exactly.
Why do I even carry that mother?
Facts.
That one young security guard, man, like a robot. That's what pisses me off, is because they don't think, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, this is what I was taught.
Yep.
Use your head. And then people aren't smart enough to think for themselves. They're just not.
Facts.
Fortunately, it's the world we live in.
Unfortunately, it's the world we live in where we lack so much critical thinking skills that we have to rely on AI software technology that isn't even 100% correct. Smart.
If all goes well, you should be out of those cuffs in the next, hopefully, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good. All because some that looks like me was sleeping in the casino. It's not me.
Despite Jason's continued protests, Officer Jagger hands him off to the jail staff. Jason's fingerprints were soon submitted for analysis.
Best of luck, man. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
That's weird.
it's super weird. So it's one of those ones like I genuinely I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the fingerprint analysis conclusively established that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he was in fact Jason Killinger. Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18, 2023, he went to renowned urgent care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists. On July 30, 2025, Jason filed a complaint in federal court against Reno police officer Richard Jagger. While at the jail and after his identity had been confirmed, his arrest papers were changed from John Doe to Jason Killinger. The federal complaint states that this meant Jason would be prosecuted for trespassing, even though Michael had been the only one who was trespassed. According to the complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record.
No, hell no. Hell no. You're telling me, even though the charges were dismissed for trespassing, this man still has a criminal record? He didn't do anything wrong. The reason this man has a criminal record is because some dumb cop who has more faith in AI, artificial intelligence software, that was made by a human, didn't believe all of the facts around him, just completely disregarded all of the facts, and said, you know what, I trust the AI. He might be wrong. This might be, a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. And now this man has a criminal record for being innocent and not doing anything. This man did nothing wrong. This is ridiculous. I am disgusted with how the justice system is treating us, and this is what we're paying for. Are we paying for AI technology to get an innocent man arrested and now he has a criminal record? Is this where our tax dollars are going to? Is investing into this AI slop, this BS? That's supposed to, it's supposed to save the world. It's going to make a world a better place. It's going to save, tech billionaires and Jeff Bezos and our government billions of dollars. It's really good. It's going to help find criminals and blah, blah, blah. I guess it's doing such a great job because it put an innocent man in jail for a little bit and also gave him a criminal record.
According to the complaint, facial recognition technology has led to wrongful arrests in Louisiana, New Jersey, Maryland, and Texas. Many cities now conclude that for an arrest there has to be some kind of secondary corroborating evidence that is unrelated before there can be sufficient justification to arrest. Jason Killinger's case remains ongoing. If you'd like to see select new videos...
Brother Jason Killinger, man, look, man, let me go ahead and go full screen. I hope you win the case, bro. And the officer, man, if you watching this video, bro, you're an idiot. You're stupid. I hate to tell you, my boy. You're dumb. You're dumb. You really are. I don't think you should be an officer. If that's what your critical thinking skills are, buddy, I don't even trust you with my life. I don't think anybody should trust you with their life. I don't think you can serve and protect, brother. You can't even think on your own. You have a software AI program that said, oh, it's 100% facial recognition. Okay, let me do all of this investigation just to believe the AI anyway. What was the point? What's the point of having an ID? What is the point? It had to take fingerprints for you to realize that this obviously isn't Michael. This isn't the man that was trespassing. This is Jason Killinger. Jason, I hope you win your case, bro. I hope you get millions of dollars, man. I hope you get generational wealth for your family, man. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment, man. This video was super interesting. And then, like I said, this is an ongoing case. He's taking this to the Supreme Court, man. This is big. This is big, and hopefully this stops AI. I really do. I really hope it stops AI, and the police have to use more evidence than just an AI software program that says, oh, this is him because of facial recognition. So hopefully this brings change.